Hey everybody, I'm Emma from Staffbase, and today we're going to talk about something that is super important, but it's often overlooked, and that is company values. So don't yawn just yet. I'm going to try to make this as quick and painless as possible, but even better, educational and even entertaining. Now that we have this rather big promise behind us, let's get started. Okay, so company values are the principles that guide everything, from hiring decisions to how you handle challenges at work. And today I'm going to break it down, look at some examples of company values that are taking place in top workplaces today, and help you understand exactly what company values are and how you can best implement them for your company. So first off, what even are company values? Now we've talked about them a little bit, but I still think for many people, they sound like a buzzword that companies throw on their mission statement page, and kind of because of this, they get dismissed. Company values are actually critically important, unlike those mandatory training videos that we all definitely watch. We can consider company values the core principles that define how a company acts, what it stands for, and how it makes decisions. You can think of company values as the compass that guides a company and keeps everything pointed in the right direction. And trust me, companies with strong values that are clearly defined do better, not just because they have a better workforce where people are happier to work, but because they build a more reputable brand that attracts more customers and shareholders. Okay, so why should you even care about company values? Why should you take a few minutes to finish this video? Well, for starters, company values help businesses stand out amongst a sea of competitors. And that's whether you're running a small startup or a major corporation. Imagine this, a workplace where everybody knows exactly what the business stands for. And this is all of the time. It's kind of like having a playbook of knowing how to win every day. Plus, company values are kind of a big deal for employee engagement and employee retention. And that means attracting top talent and then keeping them on board. Employees who align with their company values act in line with their company every day at work and are more likely to stay with their company and be happy in their roles. Plus, they're more connected and motivated. Now let's get to the fun part, and that is exploring real-life examples of company values that are working wonders. Okay, so we're gonna start with Google. I think we've all heard about Google, especially because they're noted as a place where a lot of people want to work. One of the Google core values is focus on the user and all else will follow. I mean, that's a pretty big value, isn't it? Google knows that if they keep their users happy, everything else, from revenue to brand loyalty, will naturally fall into place. This value pushes them to constantly improve their products and services, all with the end user in mind. Next, we've got Nike. Their value, do the right thing, isn't just about making the best shoes and apparel. It's about ethics, sustainability, and serving athletes. By the way, according to Nike, if you have a body, you're an athlete. So don't think the word athlete is excluding anyone. And for a more direct example, look at my company, Staffbase. We're all about improving internal communication. That's why our values are simple yet powerful. We take ownership. We truly care. When you grow, we all grow. Our focus is on accountability, customer experience, and a commitment to learning, which are all aspects we try to deliver in everything we do. Are you feeling inspired yet? If so, that's good. But we have to answer one more question, and that is, how do you define your company values? And that starts with asking the right questions. And these questions can be anything from what's most important to your business? What behaviors do you want to encourage as a company? And what kind of workplace culture are you trying to create? If you think about it, there are many kinds of workplace cultures. You can consider the more casual example of a new startup to a formal workplace culture. And that's okay. The important thing is that you define values such as accountability, trust, exceptional products, loyalty, care, customer service, honesty, integrity, and any other values. And then select several of these values and apply them to your company. Make them known to not just your workforce, but also your customers. Have them be something that is embodied in each aspect of your company. Because you have to remember, these values aren't just something that live on paper. They have to be more than just nice words. They must be something that is truly embodied. When it comes to making sure your company values are known, both internally and externally, it helps to start with your employees. Take advantage of company apps, company intranet, as well as employee email to make your company values known. Include them in the employee handbook, in employee branding, and other aspects of your business. But don't let them be stagnant words that just live online. Have them be values embodied throughout your company so that everybody can associate your brand with these specific values. So there you have it. That was a quick dive into company values, including some that are shaping businesses today. I invite you all to check out my article to explore more examples of company values, and then you can find the best values that apply to your business. However, I encourage you to only select several values that most closely align with who you are. Thanks so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this. Smash that subscribe button!